Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwartner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Manny Medina. He's the legend and the CEO of Outreach. Hi, Manny.
Hi, Gerhard. Good to see you.
You have a background in engineering, and you also have a Harvard MBA. So you understand the world of technology, you understand the world of business. And all the successful people that I've ever interviewed, they usually have 2 degrees.
I think I got my MBA because I was not the brightest programmer. So I figure I have to do something else.
Right.
It's incredibly useful. I was surprised how incredibly important it is to express yourself correctly as an entrepreneur and then as a leader. Now that it's more of a leadership position, language becomes more important. People hang on to everything that you say. So you have to really be careful and precise.
So let's talk about how you lead a diverse team. So first of all, you embrace diversity because you have a diversity background, and you come from a very diverse culture, and you understand communism and capitalism and the generational differences. So what is your view on diversity, and how does it help increase sales?
I fundamentally believe that you have to some degree resemble who you're selling to, and you have to figure out what their aspirations and motivations are and make sure that you embody and reflect those to them. As millennials are taking over the workforce not in very large numbers very, very quickly, they see themselves as a more diverse generation, and the generation that is coming right after the Zoomers see themselves even as a more embracing and more diverse and more inclusive. So if we don't reflect those values back to our customers and potential buyers, there's going to be a disconnect. They're going to feel that we're not the right partner for them for some other reason that had nothing to do with your product or your salesmanship, but rather your value alignment. The second thing that I fundamentally believe is that we started Outreach with sort of 2 types of people. So my co-founders, all 3 of them are 10 years younger than me. They're all from the Pacific Northwest, and they're all white. And the fact that they came in through other walks of life, that it were different than mine, and I was older and came, and an immigrant, made the whole stew significantly richer.
So let's shift to the challenge of performance, especially in a economy that becomes more uncertain, where we have inflation, we have a crazy world to deal with.
Yeah.
What is your advice to sales leaders on how to approach the new market?
The first thing that every leader needs to do is to get a hold of their own mind and their own psyche and their own energy, and make sure that they are in a calm and collected state to be able to not only project calmness and collectedness, but also to inspire teams to navigate through this. Their faces and their words will be amplified. So they need to, first of all, make sure that they can control what they can control, and they remain calm through this storm.
So what is your advice for sales leaders? Everybody knows that the 80-20 rule, that 20% of the salespeople sell 80% of the sales volume. How can you increase it from 20 to 30 or from 20 to 40%?
So the first thing you do is you have to drop your playbook and go ask your top sellers, what are they doing to drive that 80% of the number? And then use the next 10%, the hungry ones, right? The 20% that is driving 80% has a tail of 10% or 20% that want to be that 20%, but they're not. Use that as a training, as a ground, as a testing ground to see if this is really scalable, and then try it again.
You think there are 12 or 13 million customers out there for Outreach. How do you see Outreach 5 years from now?
The number that I chase is there's 30 million B2B reps in the world. There's 15 or so million accounts, or 10 million accounts, give or take. But I'm really inspired. What gets me out of every morning is to make sure that every single one of those 30 million reps are achieving their full potential. They are making more money. They're driving a bigger pipeline. They're closing deals more efficiently. They're going home earlier. So in 5 years, we put a huge dent into that number. Right now, we have 200,000 users in the platform right now. out of the 30 million. So we're less than, we're less than 5% penetrated, so
Right.
we need to do 1 million even. You know what I mean, to make a significant dent in the world. And so the way that we get there is making sure that, first of all, are the reps ready? So some of reps are not ready to embrace, automation and AI and workflow. So we have to either educate them or just wait for the new generation that are digital natives to come in and sort of help them. And then sort of see if the rep is ready and the organization is ready, meaning is the organization, really looking to move to the next gear of growth, then are we ready to catch them and sort of bring them into the journey?
How can people learn more about outreach? Go to your website.
Go to my website, go to outreach.io, go to my LinkedIn, go to my team's LinkedIn. They all have great content. They're putting out their thoughts. We're a fairly open company where we have an open policy where you can just build your own voice and your own profile. And a lot of people at Outreach do that. So you just go read our content, engage, learn.